What's going on, y'all? G2PO Grayson here, and I got a special guest with me today. Speak, Brody. Go say your piece, bro. Talk your shit.
Yo, it's your boy, Mr. Degenerate, my little degenerates who's been watching me, you know where to find me on my Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff. Y'all been following me. Y'all know I'm into fighting games, so we about to talk about Street Fighter 6, wish list, DLCs. Let's go. Let's get it.
Into it. It's the top 5 characters we want for Street Fighter 6 DLC because I don't know if you guys seeing the internet. It got leaked. So we don't know if all of those characters are on the main roster. My theory is yes, they are. But
Me too.
these are just the DLC characters that we have. These are characters that we just don't see right now. So we're just gonna go through a list. And how do you want to start this? Do you want to go first, or you want me to go first? I can go first if you want.
Oh, you know what? Because
I'll start
This is your channel. This is your channel. I'm just the guest.
You're the
guest. You can go first.
All right.
You can go first.
So my number is not my number one pick. Obviously, I'm not rating any of these except for one. There's one where I'm like I want, and everyone probably knows already. So this character we saw in the trailer already for Street Fighter 6. His name is Damuto. I'm gonna say it mad Dominican, but his Japanese name is Damuto, and I'm gonna say that shit mad Dominican as well. Damuto, right?
Okay.
So obviously he's from Final Fight, and we have seen in Street Fighter 5 and Street Fighter 4 that they keep on bringing these Final Fight characters to kind of like expand the universe. So you see we have Rolento, Guy, Poison, Cody. We had a lot of them, Hugo in 4, and they started changing those characters, removing some, bringing back some by adding new ones. So Abigail was a brand new one that they added, Lucia. So they're kind of running out of Final Fight characters they can add, and I think literally you have a model of a character already in the game. Why not add Damuto to the roster? He kind of gives me Alex vibes already. Like, I don't know if you remember, Alex was in the background during season 1. And then he became playable, like one of the first playable characters as DLC. Should have been main roster, but Street Fighter 5. And I feel like Damuto is already, or Damit is already going through that cycle. And they're running out of Final Fight characters. And I'm down. I'm already down. Also, you know, Street Fighter loves that representation. He's Dominican. So it'll be another flag to add into the roster. He is a blonde-haired character, but he's Dominican at least.
Whoa, wait. So he's a blonde-haired character.
Hey.
Like Luke.
Hey. He's not European though.
Oh my God.
He's not. I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say. Anyway, but yeah, I think it would be cool. It adds more to the list of Final Fight characters that they haven't showed. He has like a little Blanco roll. I don't know if people have seen that from Final Fight. He does like a little roll that looks like Blanco's roll. That could be like his sweep. He already has this birdie vibe to him, so I'm sure he's going to be a very interesting character. He already looks like he can be like a grappler, but we're just going to have to wait and see because technically he doesn't really have a move set, you know, but this allows creativity, so I'm with it. And shout outs to Mena RD. Because I swear to God, if Mena RD never won that Capcom Cup, I think it was a Capcom Cup.
It was.
They would not have recognized Dominicanos. So shout out to my boy Mena RD.
For my character, my one is gonna be pretty simple, pretty basic, but I gotta have Sea Viper back. All right, Sea Viper, the spy
Crimson
herself,
Viper.
you know, Crimson Viper. You know you gotta have her. I don't know why we missed out on her on Street Fighter 5. She was literally teased multiple times throughout Street Fighter 5, and we never got her. And I'm like, yo, out of all the female characters next to Jerry, she was like what? Top 3, top 4, or whatever. Yeah. And she was in Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Yeah.
Capcom, how you forget about Sea Viper, bruh? You put her in Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
The way I describe her is like, how do I put this? The way I describe her is like the hype at the time. Like, you see how for Rashid, like everyone was excited for this new Street Fighter character. She was kind of that back in the day.
Her gameplay is so cool because like I know, like especially in like the Ultimate Marvel 3, like she could cancel all her moves into another move. So that makes her like kind of interesting and cool. And also she's a MILF spy, bro.
Yeah,
MILF spy.
ridiculous,
Come
yeah.
on, what are you doing? Like in terms of story, like now that I don't know who's gonna be the big villains. Like I don't know if Shadowloo is still around or a new version of Shadowloo since Bison is dead, or the Illuminati's still gonna be around. But I want to know what the hell she's been up to. Like, where the f were you when all this shit was going down in Street Fighter V? But yeah, I don't know. Like, that's the character I would really love to see. Redesign her, make her mad hip hop, because everybody's getting the hip hop look. Give her something. I don't know.
That'd be so fire.
That's
you
my
mentioned
character.
something that's also it kind of goes with my list a little bit, but I'm gonna wait. So my second character that I want, this is so fucking obvious. I don't know how nobody would want this character back, and he actually has some controversy. Give me Fei Long, please.
Oh,
I don't know. I always said this, right? So my main thing with the Street Fighter V characters that they were adding were like they had like some sort of like not easy mode, but something that could help new players, right? And I always question, why are you adding a character that's literally a Rekka character? Do you know how like Rekka characters are kind of I believe they are very friendly to newer players, and I think it's also fun. Like imagine like you're doing quarter circle forwards over and over and over, like that'll be for a newer player. I feel like that'll be really, really fun, right? DPs with kicks, flaming kicks. I just feel like that's a character they never explored too much. The only problem with him that I am gonna say this, you need to redesign him. He's pretty bland. He's pretty bland, and I feel like I always used to describe him like, obviously he's like Bruce Lee, but I always used to say he's clearly like the Chinese Ryu, because he's very basic, right? But I always feel like you should redesign any character when you bring him back, and I think if you bring him back, give him the beard, give him the hot Ryu. I think that'd be really fucking cool for Fei Long. This character was like having this whole like drama shit. Guy ended up being fired, and I think now this is like the most like out there Fei Long has been from Capcom. So I feel like they have to, not have to, but I feel like they should, because people actually like Fei Long. And look at the reaction from hearing this false thing. Like anything that sounded like Fei Long was probably not gonna get in the game was like, are you serious? Come on, Capcom. Like, and obviously that wasn't what happened, but look at that, you know. And I feel like they should use that to bring Fei Long back in. Man, I love me some flames. That's all I could say. I love me some flames.
And also for Fei Long, like Fei Long is like the OGs. He's the OG of the cast. So so it doesn't quite make sense that he hasn't came back since Street Fighter 4. 4 was the last time we saw him?
Yeah, 4 was the last time we saw him.
So bring him back. I think it's time to reintroduce him. Hell, if we could have fucking Lars and Tekken, you can have Fei Long, alright? And Lars is silly as fuck, but whatever. Number 2. Since you said Fei Long, I'm gonna just mention her, Makoto. Makoto is babe. You know, we gotta have Makoto back. I know story-wise, they already said Street Fighter 6 takes place after 3. So I would like to know what the hell she's been up to. Like, I know, like, her whole thing was that, oh, I'm trying to show off my martial arts school. My martial arts moves, so my school can be better and hip and hop. And at the end of Third Strike, she accomplished that. So I would like, since you mentioned Fei Long, like, I would like that Fei Long is like, nobody cares about Fei Long shit, but her shit is like OD. Everyone is like asking for autographs and shit. I want her to be like hip hop, all that shit. In terms of moves, and this is why I love her, because like every time, I don't know if anybody actually watched her, like every one of her moves feel mad impactful. When she hits you, that shit feels like it fucking hurts.
I wanted her at 5 because of that, because I felt like she would have been like a better Nakali. Like, just imagine her V-trigger. Like, that would be like, whoa, what the hell? Like,
exactly.
Robbery.
Exactly. That's basically her character. Is like, sometimes she'll just steal your turn. Once she grabs you and just have you as stunned, it's over. Exactly. It's over. It's like, just put down the control, go make a sandwich. It's over. But that's why I love her, man. And they need to bring her back. make her a little older, make her a little wiser. Again, go down that like pop star or like famous route,
I agree.
and we good. Make all the Fei Long, fuck him. Just have him be poor and broke. Have him be like Ken. Have him be
hey.
Have him be like Ken. All right.
He said Fei Long, fuck him.
Fuck him. Have him back, but be like, fuck
I you know what I've been calling Street Fighter 6? I call it Street Fighter 6 the good ending. Because everyone's just happy. Like Luke is happy. Good too. I'm like, bro, didn't Luke have trauma in his story?
Exactly.
What? We were happy. Like, what was the story? Alright, anyways. But yeah, Makoto, that's a really good pick. So for my number 3, it kind of goes with what you said about Viper C. So in Viper C's story, she's talking about trying to find. Remember, she was always she's an agent. She was always trying to see what these corporations were doing, like Illuminati. She tried to go to Urian, and when she goes to Urian, she's trying to find out about a vessel for Bison. So I'm gonna say this right now. I think Bison should come back, but he takes over someone's body. It could be Ed, anyone. And I'm only saying this because Ed is supposed to be the vessel for Bison, and he's in this game. So obviously, I'm not saying that the Ed that we see main roster is probably going to be normal. He's going to be normal, like guaranteed, right?
So like an evil, like an
not
evil version.
Not an evil, because we don't even know if Ed is good or not. We don't know if that Neo Shadow Lewis, he's going to be a good guy or a bad guy, right? But I do think that Bison should come back and take over somebody's body. And this opens the possibilities for almost every Psycho user, right? Abel was experimented on, Yuri was experimented on, anybody really. But I mostly am leaning towards the Ed a little bit, because I think it would be cool to see Ed do more Psycho stuff. Obviously, we don't know about his moveset, we don't know how he plays or whatever, but I think it would be cool to see like Bison take over somebody. I just think it would be so sick to see that, because I feel like he is coming back. There's no way. I don't. Obviously, he doesn't seem like he's on the main roster, but I feel like Bison coming back, he's kind of like the villain. I know people want to move past that, but I feel like this concept would make it better. I feel like if you're gonna bring a character that's been played out, you have to change them. And there's another character that's on my list that I have to talk about, but I'm not gonna say it yet. But Bison coming back, I think, like taking over somebody, kind of like a ghost would be really cool. But yeah, that's my number 3. Bison taking over somebody's body. I prefer Ed. That's what I'm looking
okay. So for my number 3, at first it was gonna be Shakura, but then I was like, you know what, Shakura, you can sit down, baby girl. I love you, but you need to sit down.
I didn't put her on the list because I feel like she's coming back.
Yeah, I know you're coming back.
I need this girl to have a family. I think that would be such a happy.
She needs to have some kids, but
something.
My number 3, and this one, he better be in the fucking game. Fucking Dudley.
Oh,
Dudley. I fucking cannot stand that other boxing motherfucker. Barog, get the fuck out of here. Like Barog is trash. I fucking can't stand Barog.
I don't like fighting him.
Dudley. No, I don't like him, period.
I don't like fighting either of these boxers.
Dudley is way more fucking fun. He is way more fun to play. He is way more fun to watch fight. Like, man, he be calling you gutter trash. What else do you want?
Throwing flowers and shit.
Exactly, son. Like, my man drinks fucking sips tea with his fucking gloves on, all right? That's the bossest shit you ever seen, bro. Like, and like, we had him in Street Fighter 4, and I thought he was okay, but I would like him to have new moves, because Street Fighter 4, it felt like they just gave him the same shit from 3, and they didn't do anything really with him. So if we're gonna bring him back, have him have new moves, new tech, everything. Like, I want him to be fucking unga bunga crazy, not just like, oh, it's just a regular boxer. No, I want him to fucking just be doing some fucking unga bunga crazy shit 24/7.
Yeah, I hear you with that one. I definitely hear you. I think Dudley's a good pick. We can have people like Smug, the mayor of Duff City,
exactly,
do his thing. Even though, I mean, I'm not gonna talk about how I feel towards the character, like gameplay wise, like playing against them, because that's like competitively, like that's something completely separate. Because if I'm keeping it a stack, I don't like fighting Bison, but I think for the sake of the game's, life, he should be there, right? But and the fans, right? But yeah, Dudley's a really good pick for third strike character.
Yeah, we need another.
And
I was gonna say
missed
another.
He missed out. I think it would be interesting to see if they brought Dudley in and not Balrog this time. Like they kind of do the reverse.
Balrog can retire his fucking doofy ass self down.
The only thing
Nobody
I'm
cares.
saying though is I feel like the Shadowloo will get a separate DLC. Like I feel like there will be a DLC for Shadowloo characters.
Me too. I would like. Okay, this is a bonus one.
I wouldn't want it to be all in one though. Like I'm keeping it a stack. Like one like DLC 2 and the whole list is just everybody from Shadowloo.
Yeah.
I think one that's coming back in my eyes, guaranteed. And he technically wasn't even like he kind of left Shadowloo. Is Sagat.
Yeah, Sagat. I mean, Sagat is a given. I think Sagat is too popular of a character to not be in any Street Fighter. Like he's just like a fan favorite, and a lot of that started because, funny enough, 4 he was just so fucking overpowered in 4. Yeah. He was so fucking stupid. But he's a cool character, and it would be interesting to see his reaction to Ryu.
The way I put it is my hype is to see every character powered up. What have you learned in that time frame? Because now everyone's fucking old. Like these guys are like 38, 40s, like type shit. Yeah, like they're old. All right. Anyway,
except Chung-Li, but yeah.
Next. All right. So this one is gonna be so cool. I feel like they have to bring this character back, and I almost feel like she's on your list too. So the character, this character actually got a meme with Kage on Twitter not too long ago. I'm gonna put it up on the screen soon. But I think that shit is so funny. Rainbow Mika. However, she's on your list or no?
Yeah, she's on my list, so I can't stand that fucking
So you have to put it out. So you have to say, so we're both talking about Rainbow Mika.
Oh, fuck.
Anyways, but let me tell you what I think they should do with Mika. I am a wrestling fan. I watch all my wrestling, WWE, AEW, all that shit. I am a wrestling guy. And I think this would be so fucking cool. Is in this game, you see, in Street Fighter 5, she's like cheery, happy, go lucky. But in Street Fighter 6, she does a character heel turn where she's more aggressive. She's more, not obviously evil because she's a wrestler. She's playing a role, right? She's acting. Yeah. Right? I think it would be cool instead of she's cheering the crowd, she's like, look at this idiot with the mic. Like, and instead of being positive when she's taunting, and it's more like she's cursing you out or she's saying stupid shit. However, I don't want them to make her like evil or whatever. Like, don't do that, right? Just make it like just normal.
It's an act.
As an act, and I will say, I think they can do it because I think they rose the rating a little bit because there's blood in this game, and Jamie curses.
Yeah,
he curses. So I think that I'm not saying have her fucking saying suck my nothing like that. But like, I think it would be so funny to see Mika like. Oh, I mean, they already cursed, like, I'll kick your ass or whatever, right? But she could just say more heel stuff. I think that would be so funny. Like, instead of being like this, like wrestling is great. Like, she's like, you people suck. Like, and she's like talking to the crowd, like breaking the fourth wall. I think that would be so fucking cool. But that's my take on our Mika. And have her wear like black, like change her fit a little bit. I have a whole fit in my head of like a skull what's the word? Bunny, like I don't know. That's just me.
I get what you're saying. Like, I actually, in terms of design, I actually wouldn't mind her go for more of a luchador kind of design. That's what I was thinking. That's why I would say bring her back, because like you can even have her be like kind of like a washed up like wrestler, and that's why she's kind of like this asshole. Yeah. But it's all an act. She's actually kind of happy to still be wrestling, and people recognize her a little bit. But I think the reason why I would like to see her back, and the reason why I have her as a bonus character, is because, like, our Mika, despite me fucking can't stand fighting this fucking bitch, she, like, something about her, like, everything, all her moves and everything she does, especially her part, she's very charming, and it's like her partner comes in Like I want more moves to incorporate the partner. Like just tag in at any moment, just throw your partner at the person.
Like,
just some dumb shit.
Like when fucking Frank West and Marvel used to call the zombies.
Yes,
so long.
yes, that's exactly how I want it. Like all her moves is like her throwing her fucking friend at you. That would be stupid, but I love it.
Yeah, I think that's a good as. I just feel like this character, like her being a wrestler, you can go to multiple directions. Like, like because like she'll be a legend at this point. You know? So it'll be like she's like either a Hall of Famer or maybe she's training somebody else. You know, and then that character is the playable character. It could be anything. You know.
Yeah.
I'm all with it. I'm happy we both agreed on the Mika. I just feel like this character has so much freedom that you can go with because it doesn't have to be on some Ryu and the dark path and the light path. It's just a wrestler. Yeah. She just wrestles. All right. So last character. Now, if you watch my channel, it's so fucking obvious.
Oh god.
It's so obvious. I've been talking about this character. I'm trying to start a hype train for this character.
Oh no.
Because I feel like this shit makes so much fucking sense. And they've been acknowledging this character, but they haven't put him in a 3D game yet. And I feel like with the evil Ryu concept being done, you can add Violent Ken as the edgy Shoto. My last character, and it's probably the number one character that I want in the game, is Violent Ken. If you watch my channel, you already know, but I'm going to give you this, just a breakdown, just a little breakdown. Obviously, it's just rumors that we're hearing that his family left him, or his baby moms left him and took the kid. Damn! Anyways, it's crazy how Capcom will use that for a character change. And I think it's funny because, remember, Ken constantly was trying to pursue his goals and mostly trying to beat Ryu, right? That was kind of like his main thing. Obviously, character changes are needed, I feel. And Ken was kind of, I'm not saying Ken was getting bland because the charm was carrying him, but it like, imagine if he's just old and happy again. It's kind of like, damn, like you're kind of one-dimensional, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like now doing this, making Ken go through this situation is allowing him to have some sort of story. And I think it'll be cool that we end up finding out that his jealousy and he has violent tendencies. And it doesn't become a thing where Elisa just leaves him because he's washed up. She leaves him because he's violent, right? But if you don't want to do the what if concept, you can go the direction of, oh, Elisa left him because he's violent. Oh, Elisa left him because he stopped like loving her because he was too focused on his goals and he kept on getting washed up type shit, right? But I think that with any which way, you can make a what if story if he doesn't want to be good no more. Maybe he starts getting jealous of Ryu because now Ryu is literally living, he's happy, like he's just great. Maybe he gets jealous, maybe he's losing, everyone's calling him washed up. And it sounds corny, but I don't give a fuck. I just want to see Violent Ken in the game. Anything that could lead towards it. And I feel like there's so many routes it can go. I don't think a lot of people are talking about the fact that maybe he's just violent himself. Maybe he is bad. Like maybe Elisa wasn't the bad one. Maybe Ken actually was violent. Right?
And why y'all trying to do this to my boy Ken?
I'm saying, I love Ken. I fucking love Ken. All I'm saying is that I feel like with this going on, there's so much ways you can go, and I feel like you kind of have to pull the trigger. I'm not saying you have to, because I know a lot of people don't want this because they tired of the edgy Shotos or whatever. But Ken, man, Purple Flame, sure, you kids, like, come on, bro. Like, Bison is not here no more. I'm chatting my ass off. I'm so sorry. Bison is not here no more, right? So I don't know if the what if story with the Psycho Power can happen. But this is cool because you can have a different version of Violent Ken the same way how Kage was a different version of Evil Ryu. He was kind of discount version, but he had anime combos, right? That was the one thing that did separate him from Evil Ryu. So maybe you can do something that will separate this guy from Ken, right? Or even Violent Ken. And Violent Ken, let's be honest, hasn't been showed too much and it's not too different. So I feel like with this game, you could really go all out, right? We don't know.
I think in terms of story, what you could do is say the Dark Hado just took over him.
You could say that because anyone who has, I believe it's anyone who has the Shoto style can get
Yeah.
corrupted, right? So Dan has, it happened to Dan, it happened to Dark Sakura is a thing. That has happened, right?
Yeah.
However, I don't want this Hado thing back. I don't. I don't.
What's wrong with the
I don't want it
Hado?
back. I don't want it back. Leave it for Akuma and that's it.
Yo,
I feel like the whole I'm gonna keep it a stack. The way Ryu in Street Fighter 5 just said, if you want to live, then live. If you want to exist, then exist. But he said it's some stupid. Yo, I don't know who wrote that. That man Kage is the Yamcha. I've been saying this. He is the Yamcha of Street Fighter 5. He literally is the Yamcha of Street Fighter. He came and did no damage. He lost every fight. Every fight.
Hey,
and
man,
then he lost to
man.
words. He lost to talk no jutsu. I could not believe that, bro. I was like, yo, Kage sucks. However, I still play that character because he's so fun. But yeah, so yeah, that's just my take on Violent Ken. And I hope you guys are on board with that, because I'm trying to hype that shit up on my channel. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get this shit going, bro. Capcom gotta know, man. They gotta know. God. I think this is like my 3rd time talking about it in the video now.
Yeah, it has been. And you've been talking to me multiple times.
Yeah, I'm trying.
So
I'm fucking trying.
If it happens, I'm gonna be like, motherfucker.
I called that shit too. I called that shit. Yo, I called that shit so. Bro, we didn't even know the story. All right, I'm done. Your turn. Yeah. You already know.
So you talk about Violent Ken, and so I'm gonna bring up his student, my number one character that needs to be in this fucking game, Shawn. Shawn, get Laura the fuck out of here. I hate fucking Laura. I cannot stand that fucking character. I know the only reason you fuckers love her is because she's got tits.
Oh my god.
That's it. Her character is boring. Her character is lame. There's nothing interesting about her at all. But Shawn is literally the next generation of fucking Ken. All right? And with this whole Ken being fucking washed up, it's time for him to come out with the drip, with the fucking hoodie, with the electricity fucking Joru Kens and Tatsumaki. Son, you can imagine if he pulls up in there, it was like, yo, you're washed up, master. It's time for me to take over. I would be like, yes.
Your time has come.
Listen. And you don't even, if you don't want to make him like Ryu and Ken, motherfucker, just make him like the Third Strike iteration and have him have a little bit of Laura moves, because again they both go through the same techniques and whatnot. Yeah, so you can do that, but don't bring that fucking girl back in this game. Shawn is the man. He was the strongest fucking character in Street Fighter 3, Second Impact. Yeah, Second Impact, he was OP. Then they nerfed him hard in Third Strike for
minus on hit.
Oh my god. But just keep him. You can still integrate the basketball. Like, you can have that still be a taunt. Or, if you want to make it cool, have that actually be an actual move. Like, if he does the basketball, he throws it at you. Or he can kick it at you. Different shit. You don't have to have him be exactly a fucking Shoto character. But it would be nice if he was. But you know, too much Shotos. Everyone's going to complain about Shotos, but then use them anyway.
I was going to say this. The one thing I do think that they should get more, they should get more with like the thought of, if you're from Brazil, you use electricity. I think it would be cool to see Shawn, like, instead of him being like fiery, he uses electricity. Like, he's very similar to Ken, but he's doing there's a lot of electric effects on his moves. I think that would be so cool, right? Remember, Shawn didn't have a fireball. What if he actually, because remember, technically he could have Laura and Ken as trainers. It would be cool if he actually learns how to do like a Hadouken, but it's like,
because I know he has a grab move in Third Strike.
That's just bro. It would be cool if he had a command grab.
Yeah, command grab. Yeah, just give him a command grab.
Command grab, Jesus.
And that's what I was saying with the basketball. You don't have to have him do fucking Hadoukens. Just have the basketball be a Hadouken. Have it have different angles. You could throw at different angles and charge it up. If you want to charge it up with electricity, he throws it harder and it does chip damage. Do all that type of shit. I don't know how you gonna do Shawn. Exactly. If Shawn is in this game, I'm gonna lose it. Especially since it's hip hop. They bringing back the hip hop aesthetic. I want Shawn to be gooped up, dripped up, so bad.
I feel like I rock with it OD just because of that. Like just the fact that these characters can dress up so cool. Like I'm praying that there is a DLC costume or they just added in the game where these characters look like they're more from Metro City more than their own fits. You know. I'm not saying I'm tired of their fits, you know, and you know, technically, the Ryu we have, I call him Omen Ryu. He literally is Hot Ryu with Teppen Ryu with the whole like whip, and instead he has like the kind of like oral. So he's literally a mix of Hot and Teppen Ryu. And I would like if these characters have some sort of I'm gonna put it up on the screen and on the video. But it's like these dripped up versions of Street Fighter characters. I don't know what collab it was or what it was, but like these characters got like hoodies and they just look so like dripped up.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And I think that would be so cool to see these characters look more like with the art style, like graffitied up. And I fucking love the way the game is looking now with that. Yo, I love like the thought of like everybody's Drive Impact has like their colors. Like, yo, Violent Ken, bro, man, have purple and
you and Violent Ken, oh my god!
I'm telling you, I think it'd be so fucking sick. But yep, I think we hit every character.
Yep, those are our 5
characters. So you guys already know, Mr. Degenerate. Where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter at all Twitter, my Facebook, all that stuff, Instagram. You can find me everywhere.
Links will be in the description.
The links will be in the description.
Please follow my boy. I've been trying to get this man with me. We got it. We finally got the time.
Finally.
You gotta watch his channel if you want to sub to him. He does movies. He does games. All of the above. This man is cultured. So definitely show some love. He is a Capcom fanboy like myself. I consider him one of the bigger Capcom fanboys like myself.
Oh man,
he's a lot old. He's a lot older than me though. So
listen. If you want to hear me talk about Devil May Cry 24/7, because I'm a huge Devil May Cry fan.
The illest white boys. Yes.
Yes.
I love that.
but you can follow me on pretty much Twitter, Instagram. All the links will be in the description, and of course, follow me on my YouTube channel. We got more content coming. I don't know what's gonna come, but we got some stuff. We
got some stuff together too. Tell them. We got more. There'll be more.
Yeah. Actually, the next time we meet, we gotta do a sequel to this. We gotta do a sequel to this. We already know what we already know.
We know. They don't know. Anyway.
They don't know, but
we gotta go. We out of here. We in there. Thank you for pulling up, my brother. And y'all have a good one, yo. Peace.